V2, it's Dave Medic 1. I have a knife review for you today. It's actually on a cold steel Lite. I recently acquired this in a trade from a fellow YouTuber and just hadn't gotten around to reviewing it. Been throwing up a whole bunch of other videos and whatnot, so I finally had a chance to this evening in between a bunch of chores I had to catch up on here on Labor Day, get ready for the work week. So anyway, here you go. This is a cold steel Lite. You can see, pretty cool. When I got it, it was slightly used. There are some imperfections in the handle here, just typical of use, very minor around the pocket clip. It looks like it has been EDC'd a little bit, but all in all, in great shape. Pretty cool knife. I've always was curious about this knife, so when I had an opportunity to trade for it, I was like, why the hell not? It's pretty cool. Just go over some quick specs on this knife real quick. The blade length on this particular model is the smaller version of the Lite. The blade is 4 inches long. The overall length is 8 3/4 inches. The thickness of the blade here is 3 millimeters, and the weight is 4.6 ounces. Basically, the blade is made out of Aus 8, which is pretty common with your cold steels. This thing is razor sharp. I don't know. I think it still has its factory edge, or if it is sharpened, it was sharpened very well. It is very, very, very sharp, which goes to show you that either A, from the factory, of course, cold steel provides you with a super razor sharp blade, or B, that the Aus 8 is a very easy steel to sharpen and to bring back to a razor's edge. Really nice. It is a liner lock. As far as deployment goes, no real flicking here unless you get it just right. Kind of a pain in the ass, but it's got the little notch here, so when you pull it out of your pocket, it automatically deploys, which adds to the ease and convenience and speed of deployment if you need it. The handles on this knife are made of, I think it is, let me look here, I got some literature to kind of back this up here. It's 70-75 aluminum with a, it has a, what they call a protective EDP, or electric discharge plating coating on it, which makes it pretty durable. This knife has been EDC'd quite a bit from some of the wear that you can see here on the pocket clip. I don't even know if you can catch it with the camera, but there's some a little around the edge. This is typical from EDC use. A little bit over here. Ergonomics on this, not really. This knife is not really an ergonomic knife, or they were shooting to be ergonomic, because it's kind of styled to an old 50s style knife, switchblade. So ergos weren't really what they had in mind. They were trying to really replicate the 50s style switchblade on this one, but it doesn't feel too bad in the hand. This guy right here, you know, it hurts. You're holding it like so. You're not gonna, choke up on it or anything like that, because, basically this knife is just straight out of self-defense knife. So as far as EDC tasks and stuff like that, it's not really what it's intended for, although it will tackle EDC tasks like slicing over boxes and whatnot. It's definitely meant for penetration, tactical self-defense applications for sure. There, my impressions of this knife, it was really cool. The fit and finish of the knife and how well it functions is very smooth. The blade was nice and centered. Like I said, it's a used knife that I got. The lockup is great. It's probably right around 40%, which is not, it's acceptable for a knife that's used. There is no up and down blade play, no left and right. So it's pretty solid. Pretty cool. And like I said, with the Aus 8, it's so easy to maintain an edge on it. And the factory edge that you do get from the cold steels are so nice that, trying to grab something for a paper test here to kind of show you guys. I've got some ragged out newspaper, so I may fail on this paper test, but maybe not. Oh, absolutely not. See that? Like I said, I don't know if this is the factory edge or not, or if it was sharpened from the fellow YouTuber that I got it from, but as you can see, it's a testament to the Aus 8 that either A, like I said before, that cold steel factory edge is extremely sharp, or B, the Aus 8 is such a nice It's a very easy, user-friendly steel to maintain and keep sharp. So you can see that thing is razor sharp. Pretty nice knife. If you're looking for a self-defense application. As far as EDC goes, it is a little thick, so you would feel it in your pocket. With it closed, it is just about 5 inches, so it will take up a little bit of space in your pocket, but it's, like I said, it's pretty much, they modeled it after a 50s style switchblade. I mean, regular, it is easy to deploy and close with one hand using the thumb stud that's provided there. Once you do get used to it, because this thumb stud is recessed into the handle quite a bit, it protrudes just a tiny bit. The handle is beveled down, so you can grab the tip of this thumb stud. The thumb stud is it's notched out, or it's got rings all the way around from the base of the thumb stud to the very top here, so that you can get a grip on it, either to open it or to close it. And the detent on it is pretty nice too, very nice. So overall, pretty cool knife. Would I, I'm glad that I got a chance to look it over and actually review it for you guys. But as far as something that I would keep in my collection, I would probably end up probably selling it off. As far as the price on these goes, this is not. They do make a Zytel handle version of this, which will take about 1.1 ounces off the weight of this guy. So it is a little bit lighter. I believe the texturing on the Zytel will probably give you more grip than this will. There's a pretty decent price difference between that. Let me see here. We're looking at about, well, if I look, alright, I'm just going to give you prices that they have in the catalog. Now, you guys know that the prices that they actually have in the manufacturer catalog is way more expensive than the street price. So in the catalog, this knife is priced for $94.99. Its Zytel counterpart is $54.99. Difference of $40 there on the price difference there. Now, the street prices on this for the Zytel version is right around $50. Hold on, let me make sure I got that right. Oh, actually, no. It's actually going to be a little bit cheaper than that. It's about $40 or so for the Zytel version. Now, I'm not sure what the street price is on the aluminum billet handle, but I know it'll be a little bit more expensive. If you give me a second, I'm going to look it up real quick just to give you, because I like to give you guys all that information. Let me see here. What to do? Excuse me. Alright. Street price on this guy right here is $83 and change. This is a pretty pricey knife. I didn't even realize that. No, actually, on the high side, $80. On the low side, about 60, maybe $60 or so. Maybe a little cheaper if you dig. So yeah, it's not your most cheapest price. So as far as picking up this knife, you'd really want to get it. You really would need to, if you wanted a self-defense type knife. As far as just to get it, unless you really like that style knife, you'd probably better off to get it how I got it, through a trade. So, but anyway, yeah, not something I think I'm going to be keeping in my collection. I'll probably trade it off for something. Or sell it or do something like that. Not knocking the knife at all, because as far as how it functions and how it's crafted, it's very nice. It's just not my style. You guys know what I like, and this is kind of out of the realms of what I usually like. Now, if it was a flipper deployment, if I could actually flip it and deploy it, That may change how I feel about the knife slightly, but then again, I don't know. But anyway, all in all, it is a very good knife for what it's meant for. It's a 1950s duplicate of the Switchblade. It is a self-defense knife. Osate steel, which is very nice. The lockup is very nice on this. Very well crafted from the manufacturer. I can't really say too many bad things about this besides the fact that it's just not my style. Pretty nice, and this knife is used. There's a little bit of marks here. It's been EDC'd, and yet I imagine if you bought this brand new, it wouldn't function too much better than this one does. So as far as durability, I'd have to say that this knife holds up. But then again, it's kind of a testament to Cold Steel and how they do their knives. So when you buy a product from Cold Steel, from my experience, they are durable and long-lasting knives, and it's something that you will be keeping for a while and probably won't break or damage unless you intentionally try to do so. So anyway, that's pretty much my review of the Cold Steel Lite. Give you another view of it if you can see it, and make sure I'm in the viewfinder. Oh no, I wasn't in the viewfinder. I'll probably have to film this damn whole video again and look it over, but pretty cool. Yeah, not a bad knife. So anyway, guys, that's my review on the Lite. If you guys are interested in a knife, just PM me. Like I said, I'm not looking to keep it. Probably more likely trade it than to sell it, because I like getting new stuff to review. So anyway, guys, that's my review of that. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate all the support. Peace.